So today is day 11 for Kaldheim spoilers. There aren't that many today, and just before we get into it, I know there was the backside of one of the new gods unveiled today. I won't be going over it. I'm going to wait for the god itself to be unveiled. But before we get into the few cards that we did have today, just want to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe on the video. Also, to go and follow me over at twitch.tv/Jarvis_Moonbeam and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jarvis_Moonbeam. I do also have a Discord that you can join by following the link in the description of the video below. Let's get into these cards. The first card is another one of the uncommon land cycle. It's Immersturm Skullkarn. It enters the battlefield tapped and it adds a black mana. For 1, a black, and 2 red, you sacrifice it, it deals 3 damage to target player. That player discards a card. You could activate it anytime you could cast a sorcery. Yet again, I don't like these cards. The being able to only do it when you can activate when you cast a sorcery isn't very good. The only way I see this seeing play, and it's seeing play as maybe like a 2 of, is if someone does make a Rakdos sacrifice deck work in standard. In historic, it's just way too slow. And 4 mana to deal 3 and discard a card really isn't worth it. So I don't really see a lot happening from this land. The next card is the Bloodsky Massacre. It's 1, a black, and a red. Step 1, create a 2/3 Demon Berserker creature token with Menace. Step 2, whenever Berserker attacks this turn, you draw a card and you lose 1 life. Step 3 is you add red for each Berserker you control until end of turn. You don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. I kind of like this card. It really depends on whether or not you can make Berserker travel work. But if your 2/3 Berserker with Menace lasts until the 3rd step, you get at least 1 of your mana back. And even if you attack with it, it gives you a card draw. It really depends on how many other Berserkers end up being viable in Standard. Where I really like it is, if you play this and then you also play Leyline Tyrant, you don't lose this red mana at all. And since you don't lose this red mana at all, you could then go and save it for another turn. I think that's something more you would see in like a commander type play than in a standard or historic type play. As of now, I don't really think that this is playable for the most part, though, just because I don't think there's Berserkers that are going to make it playable, but I could be proven wrong. Demonic Gifts, 1 and a black. It's an instant. Until end of turn, target creature gets +2/+0 and gains when this creature dies, return to the battlefield under its owner's control. There's a card very similar to this in Zendikar Rising. I don't remember the name of it, but it's very similar. That when this creature dies, returns to the battlefield underneath its owner's control instant spell. It doesn't see play anywhere other than in a limited format. Demonic Gifts is going to be the same exact way. And the last card is Skull Raid. It's 3 and a black. It's a sorcery. Target opponent discards 2 cards. If fewer than 2 cards were discarded this way, you draw cards equal to the difference. Foretell 1 and a black. I think the design space of this card is very interesting. So that way you're paying 4 mana and you're never actually losing out on that 4 mana. It can end up being 4 mana, opponent discards 2. Which to me, that's actually the worst way for this to end up happening. It could be 4 mana, opponent discards 1, you draw 1, or the best way is 4 mana, you draw 2 cards in mono black in the standard format. There are decks that have been trying to go and play the discard strategy in standard. This could see play if they end up doing that. Most of the time they end up revolving around Kroxa and the Liliana from M21. This could see play in there as well. We'll see. But what are your guys' opinion on this new set of cards? I know there aren't that many of them, but let me know, what did I get right, what did I get wrong? Do you really like one of these cards? Do you really hate one of these cards? But that's it for today. Have a good day.